Hi, good morning, and welcome to this edition of Where Media Lives. It's an AWS podcast all about the media and entertainment industry. Today, I'm joined by Steph Lone, who is our worldwide and global leader for solution architects for media and entertainment. Steph, thank you for joining me.
Thanks, Allison. Thanks for having me.
So today we're here to talk about the launch of a new M&E focused badge for direct-to-consumer broadcast. Tell me about that, Steph.
Super excited about this, Allison. We've launched a media and entertainment badge for both broadcast and direct-to-consumer. And what that does is that allows both customers, partners, and even our internal employees to be able to get training as well as then a badge to certify their knowledge and understanding about the media and entertainment business as it pertains to direct-to-consumer and as it pertains to broadcast.
Well, so tell me more, because I know that AWS has had training across many of your services for a long time. What made you think about doing it for an industry specifically?
Yeah, it's really interesting. Here at AWS, we always work backwards from the customers. And we've seen a lot of customer requests that have come in, not about the services specifically. And we do, as you mentioned, have a lot of specific service-related trainings. But people have been requesting from us workflow trainings, understanding the actual workflows and M&E and how M&E customers use those workflows. So how we designed this training is really more about workloads from end to end in the M&E space.
Okay, and as I understand it, in looking at some of the learning, what that included was that all of the services relevant for that specific workload. So instead of just a storage training, you may have storage with compute, with media services to accomplish a given task. Is that a good example?
That's a great example.
Okay, very good. Well, very exciting. So who is going to be interested in this badge?
So I think all media professionals would be actually interested in this badge. First, to validate and verify their foundations and their learning. I think employers are going to be interested in this badge as well. I think since the pandemic and since COVID, we've seen that big acceleration of customers moving to the cloud, right? And employers have been having a hard time finding people who are qualified or media professionals who are qualified in the cloud to help them make that transition. And so I think this is a great badge for employers to retain and look for their talent. We can level up existing talent as these companies go through their transitions. This will help them get trained and then verify that knowledge.
So is this a badge targeted to developers?
I wouldn't say that this is necessarily a badge targeted to developers. We have a lot of plans here for what we're going to be creating in the badging program. This first badge that we've created is really targeted towards video engineers, video operations, broadcast engineers, broadcast operators. These are people who are going to build and operate these cloud workflows. This isn't really about designing and architecting. However, what we're looking to do is create learning paths not only for let's say a business professional who may not want to get that technical and get into those weeds. We've created this media and entertainment broadcast and B2C badge for those video operators and broadcast operators for the building and operating. And we're looking actually at plans on building deeper technical tracks. And so that will actually break out this broadcast and B2C badge. As we go deeper into the technical side, there'll be more advanced badges. Think about it as more advanced badges for broadcast and B2C separately.
Oh, well, that sounds fascinating. But if, let's say I'm a business executive and I keep hearing about everybody who's using AWS, and I know there's some really cool things that you could do. Is it so technical that I wouldn't be able to take the training?
No, I don't think it's so technical that you couldn't take the training. I would say we are going to do more of a foundations and essentials coming up. That might be more appropriate for a high-level business executive. But there's about 32 hours of training that we've provided to allow media professionals that want to take this badge to get trained up on all of the core basics and introductions and all the different services that are needed to create some of the basic workflows for both broadcast and B2C.
Okay, that's exciting, and it's nice to hear that you'll also be able to offer something to the business executives, because I understand that they also want to learn about AWS. One other thing I noticed is that the badge is free. Tell me about the choice to make that free.
Yeah, look, this is This is a very important space. It's been evolving. You know, we want to democratize the education of this, and so we've heard customers asking for this type of education and learning. I think what's really interesting about this is we're showing a prescriptive recipe on how to understand this, both at a 100 and 200 level, let's say, and we'll be doing that for the 300 and 400 level as well. But we felt like our customers and our partners and our internal staff have been asking for this. We felt it was the right thing to do to make it free.